Hi everyone, welcome back to my Thai class for beginners. So we now at week 3 and you've learned a lot of Thai vocabulary, nouns, some Thai greetings and phrases. So today we're going to get a little bit more complicated with some Thai noun phrase structure rules, okay? So I have sent out to you via email um, the vocabulary sheet for today. So we're going to keep that a little bit for a minute, okay? And I'm going to explain some structures and some characteristics first, and then we'll come back to the vocabulary, all right? So before we going toward Thai phrase structure rules, I would like to remind you some of the characteristics of the Thai language so that you get this type of emphasis and be led to the Thai phrase structure rules that we are going to talk about. All right, let me share the screen here. Um, all right, so the Thai language, Thai belongs to Thai groups, Thai Gradai family, and is very, very similar to Laotian and Shan. It's one of those isolating languages, and it doesn't mean that it's on the island or is not contacted with other languages in any way. It just means that it's the language that contain lots and lots of words that have one single morpheme at words. Okay, so morpheme here, we talk about it in the beginning of the class. Morpheme means the shortest meaningful unit of a language. Okay, so in English, for example, the word ant, ant, ant. Okay, one short word, and it's also a morpheme because you would not cut ant and tear it apart. Okay, so ant have to be together to mean that little creature. Okay, um, so it's one morpheme and it's also one word. So in Thai, there are a lot of words like that. Okay, one morpheme, one single morpheme, one single syllable, and it's a meaningful unit in itself. But it's different from languages like English, German, Spanish, or French that have conjugations for number, gender, time, and tense. So there are those morphemes out there that are not words in themselves. They're just morpheme to mark something like number or gender. Okay. So for example, S, the letter S in English, is a plural marker. Okay. It had to be attached to the main word, right? To signal plurality. So in Thai, um, to signal that there's plural or plurality and more than one, you have to add more words. Mhm. Of course, you have it in English, but you can signal just by using S as a plural marker and then that's it, right? But in isolating languages, you need a lot of words to form those type of phrases. So this is why I want to show you today how Thai noun phrase structure rules work. Okay, so let's get back to English so that you have some clearer idea um, why I emphasize this. Okay, so in English, for English phrase structure rule, for noun phrase structure rule, I just want to show you the simple one. Okay, they're more than this, they're more complex. Of course, English is a complex language, but I want to show you just one simple example here with the quantifier and noun. Okay, so for an English noun phrase structure rule, you have pre-nominal modifier, which means this modifier come before noun. Okay, so quantifier is those type of words that come before noun. Okay, so for example, you have the word, which is the noun car. You want to put quantifier for car, you put a or one, which means one, right? Like one, no more than one single unit of car. Then you have cat. Okay, if you want to count the cat, so you have two cat, you put two, which is a quantifier, and it comes before noun, cat. Okay, in English, what happens when you have the countable noun with multiple or several more than one? Then you put S, plural marker, okay? Three, okay? Three houses. You have quantifier three, which is pre-nominal, come before noun, house. Not just that, you put a plural marker S, okay? Then you have the word book. You have four books. Then four come before noun, which is the quantifier, which is a pre-nominal quantifier or modifier of the word book. And not just that, it's not complete. You need to put S as a single plural marker. Now, the word five children. The phrase five children, you have the word child. And then the more than one child, you put five. Five become pre-nominal quantifier or modifier for child. And you put en, which is a plural marker for this word. For the sake of pronunciation, our English speaker ancestors put R and then en there. Okay. What I want to emphasize is that in English, the pre-nominal modifier that come before noun. In Thai, it's different. Okay, so in Thai, quantifier comes after noun. Okay, so for the first line, you have car in English. In Thai, you will put noun first, and then you put quantifier. Okay, so the word car in Thai is rot. Okay, quantifier one is nung. Okay, now it's not just ended there. In Thai, to make the full phrase that is equal to a car in English, you need another word, which is a classifier. Okay, so each noun in Thai had its designated classifier. Of course, in English, you have classifiers too, but you don't have to show them every time. But in Thai, when you put quantifier, you have to put classifier. So classifier in English would be something like a group of students. Okay, group, you want to put group there, right? Um, to count the whole group of students. But again, a group of still come before the word student, which is the noun, right? But here in Thai, it comes after. All right. So let's get to the second one, two cats. Okay. Cat in Thai is male, which is very easy because um, what does a cat say in English? Meow, meow, right? So in Thai, we have the word male, which is a cat. Quantifier for the word two in Thai is song. Okay. And then you have classifier,ตัว. So to have the phrase two cats, in Thai you have noun, which is male, quantifier, song, and then classifier, ตัว. Of course, in English you might say 2 liters of cats, right? But again, 2 liters of still come pre-nominally, right? Before now. In Thai, male, song, ตัว means 2 cats. 3 houses, you have บ้าน which means house. You have 3, which means 3. And you have หลัง which is a classifier for บ้าน. Okay, so Before we go forward, I would like to show you the vocabulary sheet, right? Let's take a look at the vocabulary sheet there. Okay, so let's see the quantifier words in Thai first. So we have one, which is nung. Can you say nung? Nung, okay. Then two is song with the rising tone, song. Okay. Three, sam with the rising tone, sam. C is four, okay. C, that's C, four. Then five, ha, okay, ha. It's easy to remember this one. Why? Because Thai texture like to put 555 when they're laughing out loud. Why? Because the word five is ha. So when they put 555, mean ha ha ha. Okay. So I'm just gonna give you 5 words for numbers here, and let's take a look at the vocabulary sheet for about 5 minutes, and we come back for some exercises. All right.